Hi everyone, I'm Elocin with the Modern Day Sage, and this is the collective energy updates. Okay, just want to make note here that we are in the summer solstice, so I'm wondering what's going on with the energy. I do feel like there are some new beginnings. So I just want to make it clear, be sure that you set very clear intentions, and just make sure that it's done in love, for everyone's highest good and all those concerned. I mean, if you choose to, but that's just me. All right, so let's get into these energies. First and foremost, I should have already did this, but I was just so eager to get this reading started, which started off so formal. Hi everyone, I'm Elocin. All right, hold on one second. Let's just straighten these cards out. Make sure that they're all upright. I'm gonna clear the energy on these cards just by turning them upright. Speak love, positivity, clarity, truth, wisdom through these oracle cards. Okay, let's get into it. Source, God, Most High, love. Please channel clear messages to the collective during this time frame for our highest good and all those concerned. Allow us to tap into clarity and understanding during this time. Ashe. Okay, so that's too many cards. We're gonna do one card we're gonna do one card at a time. Here, you heard that it was like it was quite a bit of cards. One card. Okay, so we have suffering and silence. So I'm feeling like someone's suffering here, obviously. It says it, suffering and silence, but I feel like someone is really restless at this time. There may be like an energy of not being able to sleep. This could be you, this could be another person that's involved in this scenario, and as of lately has been someone involved in the scenario. So this could also be like a mutual thing, but I do feel like at this particular time there may be certain downloads that's coming in, or there may be dreaming, and certain dreams are keeping you up. Some people may be having like nightmares per se. Look, y'all, we're gonna do a quick story time. Like, it wasn't a nightmare per se, but it could have been. But I kind of like shifted the energy in my dream. Like, I controlled that particular energy. So I was working with a particular spirit or Loa at the time, and I was let's just say I was working with this Loa, and I remember maybe like 3 days after working with this Loa, I had a dream. And typically when I have a dream about this particular Loa, they come in with like it's scary tests. they're like really scary tests. So the first time that I had a dream in regards to this Loa, I was in a bathroom. It was dark and there were no lights. The lights didn't work, and I was somehow locked in this bathroom. So I got in the tub you know, this is how I kind of like started the dream, I guess, in the tub. And so the water just started running in the tub while I was just like fully clothed in the tub, and it was empty. I was just laying there in the empty tub because I couldn't go anywhere. So the water started running, and the knobs, you know, disappeared, and it was just like water filling up. And I'm like almost in a panic, like, how is this gonna how am I gonna get out of here? It's gonna spill on the floor. And I just remember telling myself, like, okay, this isn't real. And so everything just disappeared, even the water. And I'm okay, like, whew, that was a close call. So I'm still laying in the tub, and then all of a sudden all these hands and fingers started just coming out the walls in the tub, like, and I'm like, you know, they were grabbing me and touching me, and I'm like, oh my God, I am not gonna panic. And so what I said was, if you're gonna touch me, you might as well touch me here. And I pointed to my vaginal area. Like, and it disappeared. I don't know where that came from, but obviously in my dream I was feeling real bossy, like, you know, bring these tests, bring them. I know this ain't real, so let's do this. So finally, somehow I get out the bathroom, and it's like a old house, very antique looking, like, you know, like scary movie-ish. Hardwood floors, you know, that's you know, old looking, dirty. So I look out the window and I see Freddy Krueger, and I'm like, oh my God. And I kind of went into a panic, like, what is he doing here? So I go up these old looking stairs, I guess. I know I'm kind of like missing some parts of this dream, which are irrelevant to the point that I'm making, but I go upstairs trying to get away from Freddy Krueger, and I'm somehow in this bright room, and I'm standing face to face with Freddy Krueger. So I'm like, you are not about to do this tonight. So I transformed into the Incredible Hulk, and we just went at it. And I woke up like, whoa, what was that about? Like, yeah, I did that though. You know, like, yeah, I did that. You ain't gonna scare me. Hi, you try to scare me. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny because, like, just how my responses were to my fears. So more recently, working with this same Loa, 3 days later, here comes a dream. And in this dream, there was someone that I was like, I'm very close to, was pointing a gun at me. And I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? So I kind of like take my hand trying to block the barrel of the gun, like the entrance of the gun, the little hole. I'm like, hey, don't. Like, what is that gonna do? So what I did was like, I'm not about to do this. That's what I said to myself. I'm not about to do this. So I quickly tried to wake myself up, and I did, but I slipped right back into that dream. This time I'm like in my workspace as I am now, and I try to hurry up and lock the door so this person wouldn't come in. But as I was locking the door and pulling it closed, like somebody was on the other end, like, you know, shaking the handle or the knob, trying to like pull back to open the door. And I'm like pulling it, trying to close it. And then I finally just let go, like, here goes nothing. Like, I let go. And I just bust through the door, look behind the door to see who was over there, and nobody. And then, like, I just realized that it was like a whole bunch of doors in front of me. So I opened the door, busted open, looked behind the door, and just kept doing this over and over, like just busting through these doors. And like whatever was on the other side of it, I was just gonna be like, look, I'm gonna just meet it for what it is. And if it is something, then I'm gonna just have to face it. So I woke up like, okay, I guess I passed the test, and I was just so thankful. But going back to the point of this, this reading, I'm sorry for the story time. Maybe this should be like on my other channel. By the way, there's going to be story times of my experiences with spirituality. So if you are not subscribed to that channel, please do, because this stuff get crazy. And I'm here to just share my experiences, because a lot of times when people are going through spiritual scenarios, or going through spiritual awakenings, and let's just say that certain spirits come to visit them, they might not know, like, is this normal, am I crazy? But let me just tell you, like, working with the spiritual world is so much, it's real. Like, sometimes people can't really connect to that understanding, and so therefore they treat it like, they may believe, they want to believe that it's real, but they may treat it like, whatever. But this stuff is real, y'all. It's really real, because after I had that dream, I have a little kitty that comes and visit me, and she most definitely saw somebody or something in here. She was like on guard, like, who is this in here? And I was like, I've never seen her do that. So I was like, oh, what you see, kitty? Don't leave me, kitty. I was like, oh my gosh, should I move? Like, where is it? For me to be like as deep in it as I am, and I'm sure it could go a lot deeper. Like, I still have this energy of like, oh, what is that? That's just like my natural energy of being like, not scary, but very cautious. Because obviously I'm a G out here in the spirit world. Obviously, from my dreams, I'm like, bring it. Like, in every dream that I have, just another side note, I'm like a G. Like, I'm a thug out here in these universal parts. I just have to say that. Okay, going back to the reading. Yeah, if you want to hear more stories though, I will be sharing them on my other channel. I do have some videos of my experiences with certain lois. So if you find yourself being drawn to any type of African spirituality, head on over there, and I'll just share some of my experience, and not just with African spirituality, just spirituality in general. All right, so suffering in silence. Let's see here. We have the throat chakra and awareness. So there's something that somebody wants to say. There's something that needs to be communicated, and this could very well be some type of telepathic communication also that's going on. And because certain messages aren't coming through, someone's suffering. Someone could also be suffering because of not being able to communicate in general. And they know that they should be communicating, but I feel like this is like something so spiritual though with this communication. So there could be messages coming in, and if not necessarily being blocked, someone's receiving messages. It's just that this is, whatever this is creating some type of suffering, some restlessness. Okay, miracle, soulmate, prayer. So this communication, this prayer. Someone is praying for someone in this connection. They're praying for whatever this suffering is to, you know, somehow change. You may have somebody here that's praying for you, and it's being picked up in the spiritual realm. They're praying for some type of miracle to happen on your behalf. Maybe there's some type of understanding that this person wants to have with you. Let's see. Yeah, this is very, very spiritual. So this person is like praying that spirit moves on their behalf to bring through the message that, you know, whatever this person is trying to communicate. This person may not be able to communicate in the 3D realm like they want to. So they're praying. This person is really putting it out there that, you know, they want some type of communication, or they want something here to happen, some type of miracle. And this very well could be like, you know, some type of understanding or even reconnection. Because once again, I do feel like this person is blocked. This person may be physically blocked. You may have this person on some type of block. They just may be like, you may have them emotionally blocked. There may be some type of mental blockage. It may be blocked on social media of some sort, but I do feel like there is some block that this person is trying to get through. And they're willing to make the sacrifice. They may also be praying that, you know, once again, there's understanding. There's a meeting of minds here. There's a change of perception and perspectives in regards to this connection. In regards to them, I do feel like this person wants you to understand them. There may have been some promises made, and due to however, you know, circumstances may have went in your case scenario, this person is just really hoping that you see them clearly, or that you see them. See their heart, because we have the heart chakra at the bottom of the deck. I see here there are things like, you know, that this person is expressing from their heart in order to move forward in a positive direction. This is this person's intentions here. Their desire to move forward in a positive direction with you. Let's see here. Yep, this person is tired of being alone. This person is tired of being alone. This person is tired of being isolated from you, being blocked by you. They want some type of communication here, and they're praying for it. They're putting it out there. They're setting intentions in order for you to get the message. They may even be telepathically communicating. once again. Confusion. Perfection. So this person is like really wanting you to see, you know, wanting to clear up their intentions, wanting to clear up whatever miscommunication is going on in regards to them. As I mentioned, they want you to see them in a different light. They want you to see the bigger picture of the connection so that there can be some type of movement forward in a positive way. They want you to see that they have grown. So there may be like, you know, some type of petty energy that, you know, you have with this person. You know, this person could have been real petty in the past, or, you know, they could have tried to belittle you only as a you know, a projection. Only as a projection though, because as you can see, this lady here is projecting herself out, and then she's projecting out her mouth. So this was only a projection. So they're wanting to clear up some things about them, about, you know, possibly how they feel about you, how they feel about this connection, how they want to see things move forward. Let's see. How things aren't necessarily as they appear to be. You know, this person appears to, you know, be ready to reveal themselves in a different light. They may have been a part of a party scene. This person may have been out there. No, I'm serious though. This person may have been like, you know, amongst a certain crowd of people. They may have had some type of codependencies with alcohol, or, you know, they may have tried to be in a certain light. But this person is ready to reveal who they are in regards to the bigger picture of who they are spiritually. So I do feel like, you know, whatever type of communication is coming in, they're really praying about it. They're coming to like a higher connection of themselves. Okay, any more messages here? Yep, recovery. So, you know, let's just say that this person did have some codependencies. They are wanting to communicate that they are recovering. They may be in recovery. Or, you know, they want to recover what was lost between you and this person. You and them. I do feel like Spirit is giving them an opportunity here. There's been a key given to unlock a certain door. And this is possibly like a new level here, a new beginning. That they want to communicate. I'm not saying that this is happening, but this, I do feel like, well, I'm not going to say that this is going to happen, But I do feel like this is what this person is communicating or wants to communicate. That they're thankful for you. That they're realizing, you know, their manipulative ways. They're thankful for you being there. Even through their manipulation, if this person has been really manipulative in the past, or, you know, they're communicating, you know, some type of behavior here that they're acknowledging. As I mentioned, some of them try to belittle you in a sense, or try to manipulate you in a way where they were projecting, or they may have been hiding an aspect of themselves, or you know, they was being petty. You know, all that stuff. They're coming out of that. They're grateful. They're thankful for spirit working with them. As I mentioned, you know, I'm seeing that this person is truly revealing their true self, their growth, and they want you to be able to see their growth as well. Because we have here enlightenment. This person wants to communicate that they are aware, that they're aware of their actions. They're aware of you. So if you haven't necessarily felt seen by this person, they're aware, and they want to communicate this, that they're most definitely aware. They have come to a place now where they're able to see. They're moving out of this confusion energy. And if you've been confused about this person, it's because this person was confused and they were projecting. Are there any more messages, Spirit? We're going to just pull one more card from this deck. So, take the time now really to rest. This person also may have had, you know, during this time where there may have been some blocks. This person may have been on some type of spiritual journey where they may have been like really seeking the guidance of spirit out in nature. They probably been in nature more. Also, this is a message for you as well, to ground, to get out in nature, to meditate, to rest, to recuperate, to rejuvenate. Especially if you are feeling emotional. If you're feeling confused, just rest at this time. Clear your mind by meditating. Let's see. Yep. You may have to rest from people around you as well, or other people's opinions of who you are and what you should do. You know, there could be this energy here as well, because you're needing to rest from this person, or, you know, you have to take a break from whatever this person may have had to say in the past. And this is probably why this, you know, there's a block, because this person didn't necessarily see you for who you really are, who you really were. There may have been like people interfering in the connection. Okay. Let us pull from the Quantum Oracle. One card, Spirit. Okay. So we have professional assistance, upright. Professional assistance, upright. A man and woman are working together in the library. These people are experts in their field, and you can rely on them for their advice. The potential for great assistance is open to you now, so don't hesitate to pursue it. Look at your life to find the areas where professional help may be required. An accountant can assist you in business. A broker might be able to answer important investment questions. A lawyer may be necessary to settle a dispute, whether recent or long-standing. In the upright position, this card could also indicate a new direction in your career. You may be drawn to help others in a professional capacity, whether it's business or law or party planning or coaching. If you've been thinking about becoming a professional assistant of some kind, now is a good time to start. So what I'm feeling like this week's message is, like, instead of like focusing on this energy, I feel like the energy should really be focused on working on your pentacles, working on, getting your practical life in order, whether it is speaking with someone in regards to finances, or if you're, instead of dwelling in this energy of waiting, some people may be of, some type of spiritual community where they are helping, where they are of assistance. They may be coaching, there may be healing. You may be this professional assistant here. Also this person could very well be getting professional counseling or seeking professional help. This could be you also receiving some type of professional help, counseling, or you being that assistant, or this person may be seeking professional help. Okay, so let us pull from the Mermaid Oracle. I'm gonna just straighten up real quick. Really, really quick. Okay. Messages from the Mermaid Oracle. Okay, so we have solitude and love. So this person is alone. You could be alone, and this is really a good time for self-love, self-healing. This person also, by them being in this space of being alone, they're able to realize that the love that they have for you. This person may also be spending time alone to really tap into the love that they have for themselves. This is like self-love energy. So I feel like this is something that's mirrored. But I really do feel like, being that this person is you know, alone at this time. They're not indulging in those things, those addictive behaviors, like they once did. And so this is them, you know, this time alone is really them taking the time to really love themselves. Let's see. They're thinking about the future. So as I mentioned, you know, although I don't necessarily see someone really just reaching out to communicate just yet, and it may be happening, but I feel like it's more so telepathic right now. Take this time to really map out what you want your future to look like moving forward. What type of love you would like to experience in the future. Take this time to work on the things that you love for the future. You know, this person could be thinking about, you know, what they really want moving forward when it comes to love. This may be with you. You know, being willing to be patient. Okay. From the Messenger Oracle. Yep, that's too many. Is it? Oh, these cards are heavy. I was only 3. I'm gonna take them. See yourself in nature, calm in the storm, and see the truth. So, as I mentioned, nature, this person might be going to nature. This person may be outdoors more. This is also a message for you. Like, if you're feeling like you're in some turbulent energy, emotions, just get out in nature, get some fresh air, tap into Mother Earth to ground yourself, to get the codes that you need in order to transmute this energy, in order to tune into your higher self and to source, to be one, because you're gonna see the truth. This person is seeing the truth. So this person could very well be, you know, feeling some type of emotional turmoil, and they're getting out in nature, tuning into nature, synchronizing with the energy of nature, and they're able to see the truth of the situation. They're able to see the truth of who you are. And they're wiser now. You know, if you haven't, like I mentioned, if you haven't been really, this person hasn't really, you felt like this person hasn't seen you, or, you know, this person may have came across like, you know, they didn't care. They're saying that you belong. You know, this person feels more connected now. Now they feel like they belong. This person may have had some type of issues, which is why they led to those certain codependencies. You know, there very well could have been like a feeling of not really knowing their purpose, but they're seeing the truth now. You know, so if this person has projected on you or have made you feel less than, they're coming across saying you belong. They belong to you. Underneath we have love and kindness. Okay. Work Your Light Oracle. Let's take it. 3 cards. Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth is happening. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So, this person, and even you may be trying to create heaven on earth for yourself, meaning, you know, working on your energy, working on your vibration to attract higher vibrational things to you that you know that you're worthy of, better opportunities, more loving connections, financial abundance. You know, this is really tapping into your prosperity, and you're doing a good job. You are raising the frequency of the universe, of your surroundings. So if there's something that you have been kind of holding back on due to fear, the universe is saying, look, face your fears and go after what it is that you know will create that heaven on earth for you. And when you leap, I'll catch you. So if you're afraid of failing in an endeavor, especially, let's just say that this is like some type of business of some sort or some type of project, you know, this is what you were called to do. This would be something that you are totally in alignment with. And being that you're in alignment with this, you know, everything that you need or that you require will make its way to you. Okay, let's pull a self-care card. Quite a few. Look into the stars. So check out what's going on astrologically. Look more into like certain natal placements, possibly, you know, your houses, your north node, health checkup. So you may need to check in with some type of therapist for your mental health. Mental health is really coming through strongly for this reading. If you haven't been feeling like yourself lately, you might want to check in with someone who could help you with that. And then we have build strength. So I feel like this is more so spiritual strength, but this could also very well be like exercising, weight training of some sort, you know, some type of cardiovascular or, you know, HIIT training to build strength and endurance. But I do feel like if you look into your natal chart, you can see how certain placements work in regards to how you think or how you may react to certain things. And then seeing where, you know, what areas you could improve in, and speak to someone who is more so spiritually guided. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but you want to be able to connect with someone that is of a like mind. So, you know, with this crystal around her neck, you know, you might want to find someone who is some type of spiritual advisor who can break down your chart, especially in regards to, you know, your North Node or your 7th house. Just help you understand more about who you are, and then, you know, take that information and become stronger. Okay? All right, we're gonna pull a card from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle and then wrap up with the Sacred Rebel Oracle. Okay, respect. Respect. Pentacle. So once again, you might be working on your money at this time with the Pentacle here, although this is like a sigil of protection or a protection symbol. So Pentacle reads, the witch has always wished for a respectful understanding between themselves and others who are unfamiliar with the old ways. Pentacle shows up with great reverence to remind you that wearing this sacred amulet shows the world who you are and the path you have chosen to walk. Pentacle is not to be feared, for it is a sacred representation of connection, reminding us that we are at one with the elements and all. This star should be worn with pride and a sense of loyalty to not only that which you fully believe and trust in, but also for the ancestors who were persecuted for never wavering from their commitment and truth. When you have honored and respect for all that you do and all that you are, so too will others see you in the same light as you stand strong in your convictions. So hold your head up high and show the world your respect for this sacred symbol and true way of all those it represents. Be respectful of yourself and others. Your power will increase as you stand firm in your convictions. Honor and work with all that the Pentacle represents. Wear a pentacle or pentagram with pride, respect, magic. So this here speaks volumes. As I mentioned, I do see that this person is starting to see who you are, possibly because your path has never wavered, you know. And as I mentioned, if this person wasn't so I didn't say it like that, but if this person wasn't aware or as spiritual, you know, now this person is waking up. And I feel like it's because you have honored who you are and chose the path of self-love, pushing through with certain things and projects and not necessarily wavering on who you are. So if you have not felt seen at this point and you've continued to move forward with what you know to be true for you, you are now being recognized. Not just by this person, but there's an energy that's coming in of recognition. You are being recognized for what you have to contribute in the bigger picture aspect as well. Okay, so final card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Spirit, what are the final messages? Those two. Yay. They're always great though. They are. Let's see. What you want wants you. You belong, okay? Okay. And trust yourself. These are beautiful cards, by the way. What you want wants you. Let's see. Number 16. Okay. Do you dare to believe that what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, swath and pleasure. Yet, if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overlooked or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really want, genuinely want, and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others, but not us. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want. Know the substitutions, not the substitutions and make do's, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process below. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that truly moves you. Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answer may come in a sudden flood or slowly over time. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive them, a powerful sequence is set in motion. From the depths of the universe, your desires hurtle its way towards you as the perfect manifestation. It is coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation or relationship or circumstances to bring fulfillment to your heart, radiance to your life path, and a creative awakening. So don't give up. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more grateful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your abilities to create? And in the loving responsiveness of the wild universe, cultivate those feelings. Get to feel what genuine desire and the meeting of that desire that can then generate yet new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there right now. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible or that you are aiming too high, then they need this healing too. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they can give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power, it's completely up to them. This oracle brings you the message that whether you see it coming or not, your desires is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you will be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and enjoy it. You will then be inspired or become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. Okay, and finally we have trust yourself. You are wise. You know how to grow even without knowing how you know. Like the ancient forest, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes the oak, there is a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason. It just happens. At the deepest level, we are governed by this force that is so palpable. It literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so invisible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen and for us to be all right. We can become unnecessarily anxious about our affairs and how life will unfold. This oracle brings the message that you are growing. You really are. Don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it yet, remember that so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground, below the earth. It is summoning up all the might, power, and force it needs to push above the topsoil and burst up into the light. It is essential for anything good to happen later on, yet we don't see any of that. We just have to trust that things will happen when the time is right. You are also being asked to trust in yourself. You know how to grow. Don't overthink things. It won't help you. Don't worry so much. You are doing a great job in the game of life. When you trust yourself, you relax and you can heed your own wisdom, insight, and messages much more clearly and easily. This oracle comes with particular guidance. You have a big destiny this lifetime and much to experience. Sometimes you make the error of judging something that is unpleasant as negative or a mistake. It isn't. It's just part of your great hunger for experience. It doesn't mean you have to have a lot of it, but when you do, don't shame yourself for it. Simply let it be. Maybe it's just fertilizer for your next step on the path. It's all part of your life process, and it's all a sign of growth. This oracle is telling you not to resist any points of instability in your life. This even applies to your most treasured relationships or creative projects. That instability is just a growing pain because more consciousness, more love, and more light wants to infiltrate and pervade all parts of your life. The instability is not a sign of sickness, but of growth. So don't fret. Instead, choose to flow and grow. Okay, you guys. So thank you for joining me for this collective energy update. I don't necessarily feel like this was for the summer solstice, but I do feel like it is tied in. I feel like that energy is a little bit more deeper. I feel like this reading was interrupted by a divine masculine who wanted to get the message across like, I see you. So this was an interruption. No, I'm just kidding. But I do feel like, you know, this message was like almost like an interruption. Like, I'm gonna just come on in real quick. So, you know, if this message resonates with you, if you feel like, you know, this is the energy between you and your divine masculine, please let me know. I love when you guys come to me and just let me know how connected we are. So yeah, if you want to book a reading with me, my information is in the description box below. And if you want to join my other channel with, you know, those spiritual story times and talks and vlogging and all that great stuff, that information is in the description box below as well. So until next time, you guys, please take care and thank you for joining me. I love you guys. Mwah. Till next time.